You've all heard the story about the boy who lied about the wolf, but you have absolutely no idea what really happened on that hill. This is the tale of a shepherd boy named Liam, whose job was to watch the village sheep on a big sunny hillside. And let me tell you, it was boring. So boring. So. Watching paint dry would have been an extreme sport compared to this. So, one particularly dull afternoon, Liam got an idea. A terrible, hilarious, why would you ever do that idea? He decided to go viral. Well, village viral. He stood up, put on his best panicked face and screamed towards the village, "Wolf! Wolf! A massive drooling wolf is chasing the sheep." Well, you should have seen it. The entire village dropped what they were doing. The baker came running with a rolling pin, the blacksmith with a hammer, even the tailor was sprinting up the hill, waving a very sharp needle. They arrived huffing and puffing, ready for a fight, only to find Liam trying not to laugh and the sheep just being sheep. One of them, a sheep named Fluffy, looked genuinely offended by the disruption. The villagers were not amused. "Don't scream wolf when there is no wolf, lad," the blacksmith grumbled, shaking his hammer. But as they marched back down the hill, Liam was thrilled. The look on their faces, pure comedy gold. But you can't run the same joke twice, can you? Of course you can, thought Liam. A little while later, he upped his game. He messed up his hair, rubbed dirt on his face, and ran in a circle until he was out of breath. Then he let out a truly Oscar-worthy scream. "Wolf! Wolf! It's back! It's got Fluffy! Save Fluffy!" And believe it or not, they came again. The poor baker, covered in flour, skidded to a halt at the top of the hill. And there was Liam, crying with laughter. The tailor pointed his needle and said, "That's it, we're done. The next time you scream wolf, I'm finishing my quilt. Nobody believes a liar." Their trust was broken. Liam's credibility was in the gutter. His village-wide subscriber count had hit 0. But then, later that afternoon, as the sun started to turn golden, Liam saw a shadow. A long, furry shadow. He slowly looked up, and there it was, a real, very large and very fluffy wolf who looked like he'd just won the lottery. The wolf actually winked at him. Liam's blood ran cold. This was it. The real deal. "Wolf!" he screamed, his voice cracking with genuine terror. "For real this time. A real, actual, very hungry wolf. He's taking Dave the sheep." Down in the village, the baker heard the cry. He just rolled his eyes and kept kneading his dough. The blacksmith shouted out his window, "Not falling for it, kid." And the tailor? He was seen through his window, calmly stitching his quilt, not even looking up. And nobody came, not a soul. At sunset, when the boy hadn't returned, the villagers went up the hill to find him. They found Liam sitting alone, weeping. The flock was gone. "There was a wolf here," he wailed. "I cried out, but you didn't come." An old villager put a hand on his shoulder and said gently, "Son, nobody believes a liar, even when he's finally telling the truth." And the moral of the story is as true today as it was then. Lying breaks trust. Once your credibility is gone, it's the hardest thing in the world to get back. Be honest, because when a real wolf shows up in your life, you'll want people to take your call.